Welcome back. It's the SOS day. We're getting it in tonight. Sitting at work today thinking, what am I doing for dinner? It's Tuesday. What better than Taco Tuesdays? With a little twist. Went to the grocery store looking for, I gotta bring you in with me. I was looking for some flank steak. Flank steak chopped up, grinded up, makes an amazing meat for tacos. They didn't have any. But I heard my boy Drop Top going in my head, tri-tip. So we're gonna have a tri-tip tacos tonight. Look at my new addition to the family. Watch this. I got too excited. Let's bring you down. Oh yeah. No more of me coming up and hitting it. No more the Hey, and I did get a comment. And I take it seriously. Wilhelm Taylor 9863. Hopefully he comes back to see if there's a difference. He said I was unprepared. I will agree with him. I'm not about to hate on him, and I'm not about to call him a hater. I needed to tighten up a little bit. He's absolutely right. And as you see now, I have everything here I need ready to go for you. Ladies and gentlemen, comment. Not only do I read them, you talk to me. I'll talk back every time. And I'm going to mention you on the air that, hey, I take you seriously. So, and I love all 35 last time I checked subscribers. Let's see if we can get to 50. So what am I doing here? Well, instead of just regular lettuce, tomatoes, I'm going for pico de gallo. Fresh, homemade. So in my bowl it went tomatoes, a little bit of jalapenos sliced very, very fine, or not sliced. I'm gonna dice these up. I want the flavor of them, but I don't want a big bite of them. So I'm gonna give them a real fine. I love the fact I got this remote control stabilizer that's going to allow me to stay in position and put you in place. I love it. So while I go, enough about this. Let's get to the main part, the sports part. I'm hearing Antetokounmpo to the Knicks. And they're not giving up a lot. A bench player I never heard of before. Karl-Anthony Towns, and a couple of first rounders. What's the problem with that? Antetokounmpo and my point guard, they're the same player with about 10-inch size difference. They're both trying to get to the hole. They both have high usage rating. That's not going to be a good mix. Because both of them are going to have to sacrifice their game, and then it makes them not the player that you wanted. Now, I heard a more interesting name. I don't know if they can get it. I don't know what they're asking for it. But I do like Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is probably one of the most efficient players of this last 20 years. Highly efficient. Does not require a lot of usage time. He'll give you 13, 14 for 20, 35 points. Easy. Make it look easy. And guess what? He doesn't need the ball much. So now it's a complementary aspect of it now. So I do like that a little bit better. And on my first day of culinary school, I went to my head chef. And I told him we were doing onions. And I could not figure it out at all. I was struggling. And I had 19 and 20-year-olds like, hey, come on, old man, you can't get this? And I went to my chef, Chef Levins. And I said, I think I was having a pity party. Hey, man, I can't do this. I don't know if this is my right time. I don't know if I'm in the right place. But this onion is tearing me down. He looked me in the face. And I thought I was going to get some real wise guidance or whatever. He says, okay. And then just had a little staring effect. You know what I said? In my head. Not to him, but I did go back and tell him before. Because it motivated me. I told him, I told myself about him, F him and that onion. Right on the way home, we didn't get out of school till 5:30 to 10:30. I hit Giant. I bought 5 onions, and I stayed up to 3:30 in the morning until I got it. He told me, he's like, man, I knew you wasn't going to quit, but I wasn't going to talk you into staying either. You got to want to be here. If you're talked into staying, the food will talk you into leaving. Absolutely right. So I got a good dice, you see it. I got my tri-tip heavily seasoned. I'm going to bring you outside. We're going high flame, extremely high flame, until I get a good bark, a good crust, a good outer layer, and then we'll move it off indirect. I got my probes. I got everything on point. Wilhelm Taylor 9863. You made a difference. And when you comment, I'm going to not only read it, but I'm going to take heed to it. Our first thought is to call him a hater, but he wasn't. He was right. I got to take something from it. There's something I can take from every comment. So please, leave your comments. Send this to somebody. If you've never had tri-tip tacos, guess what? Neither have I. But we're going to enjoy them together today. Hopefully, you know, according to my last video, I will lose it if it's not good. I don't have much tolerance for garbage. And what I'm not going to be is a liar on this mic. Okay, our onions are pretty good. I'm going to put you, hold on. Oh boy, let's bring you back up. Look at that. I ain't got to come around. I can stay right here posted up. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this in for our pico de gallo. I'm going to put a little sauce in there to give it a little bit of, a little extra kick to it. I'm taking you outside. We're hitting this tri-tip up, and we'll see what we got. Sports, and don't forget, I'm still with Kevin Durant. I think that's a great, great move. If they can pull it off for Karl-Anthony Towns, let's come for a break. I got to kick this one around. I was thinking about it on the way home. I got to kick this around a little bit as I tighten up, clean up, and get ready for you outside. I'll see you shortly. All right, we're back. We're outside. We're ready to get it in. I found something new that I'm going to use to coat my grill rack with. I'm going to show it to you. Avocado oil. I've been hearing a lot about it. Pure 100% avocado oil. High heat. That's why I like it. It can take high heat. Its smoke rate is like 450, 480 degrees. Right now I'm heated up at about 435. Let's bring you in. Well, I love this. I just have to remember on the remote control, left is right and right is left. Let's bring you down. Why was I unprepared? There goes a good question. I get too excited to be here with you. Man, if I just keep my 35 subscribers, my 1 comment, my 7 or 8 likes a show, I love it. If I get more, I'm grateful. If not, I'm here anyway. I'm going to be here. I am not going anywhere, no matter what. We're going to grow. I'm especially trying to hit my indirect. All right. So I over-season my tri-tip because guess what? A lot of it's going to burn off. Oh, almost forgot. I got to probe her up. So I got these little digital probes. It's supposed to be the new way of doing business. You got to get them all the way in, and you want to go about center mass. So you're getting a good read on where you're at. Let's go. Oh, you hear the sizzle. We got good sizzle. Now, I'm not mashing it in, but I am getting it firm onto it. And I don't know if I said this already. Jalen Brunson. I don't know why I couldn't think of Jalen Brunson's name. I like Kevin Durant a lot better than Then Antetokounmpo. You know who else I would like over there? I'd like Anthony Davis in there. I would like Anthony Davis in there, especially back to the basket Anthony Davis. That would be, what am I doing? Let me get you back. Uh, left is right, right is left. And I'm going to speed it up. There's some more features here. I just couldn't wait to pull it out. Pause. Up is up, though. Down is not up here. So I like Anthony Davis back to the basket. Anthony Davis, 15, 17 rebound Anthony Davis. I really like that. Nobody's talking about that at all. But I really like Anthony Davis over there. Let the young boy do his thing. Move Anthony Davis out. Get some Towns, some draft picks, or what have you over there. I like that. Let's see if this picks up any steam, any momentum. Send Anthony Davis down there. Towns, no other players, not Bridges, nobody else. Towns, as well as 2 future first rounders. That's good enough. Send Anthony Davis down there and let him rock and roll. His maturity, his knowledge of the game, and he's a damn good basketball player. I'd like to see that also. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back to you. Our internal temperature is about 70 degrees. So that's a good temperature. I love to have the product at, because there's less of that contraction of the meat, of the muscle, of the fibers, because the meat's too cold. So I love that 70 degrees, 68, 75-ish, somewhere around there. I really like that. I'm going to let this sit. I'm going to give it about a good 5 to 7 minutes. I'm going to flip. After I flip, after about 5 to 7 more minutes, regardless of what our temperature is, I'm going to pull it off an indirect. You know I do not like reverse sear. I like sear and then indirect. Why? Because now I've hit both of my features. My product is the exact look I want, and now I indirect and I can get it precisely to the exact temperature I want. While the other way, I can't do it. If I pull it, let's say I pull it at 115, and everybody knows my temperature is 137, and I go presentation side down for my initial sear, and it jumps up to 132, 133. I can't even flip it now and get my other side seared up, because continuation cooking, when I take it off rapid, I'm going to get about 3 or 4 degrees. Now so if I was presenting this to you, your family, or whatever, and you flip it over to take a look at the other side, you'd be like, oh, they didn't hit it here. It's not a good look. I don't like reverse sear. Some people live by it. I'm not a reverse sear. I'm an initial sear. I want to hit that look. I want it to be pretty when you get it. Then I'll get my temperature. Enough about that. Enough about me. I'll see you in about, look at my California public education system kicking in. So I said about 7 minutes. I've been rambling for 2. That leaves me with 5. And then I'm going to go the other side, 7. 3 would be 10. My extra 2 makes it 12. I want to bring you in about a minute and a half early. See you in about 11 minutes. All right, we're back at it. We are right about our time. We're hitting that. Look at my sirens just went off, and I didn't even have to go indirect. Look at that. Hold on. Let me bring you over. Yeah, I gotta speed that up. I love it, but it could be better. That's both my probes going off. Okay. Let me get me something to pull this probe out. It's gonna be hot. Look at our other side. I didn't hit my look, but it's okay because I'm shredding this up. But I hit my mark. You heard it go off right as we did. Oh, one thing I did forget. Let me bring you over. I don't want you to miss anything. Let me cut this off. I want to save my coals. Coals are expensive. Shut all my vents off, and it'll kill the fire probably in about 15 minutes. Okay, cilantro. I forgot cilantro, but I did have some. I just forgot to chop it up, so I did that while I was waiting, and that's why my flip time was a little off. Oh, I don't want you seeing me. I want you to see what's going on out here. You heard a lot of rattling. Let's see why. Okay, so I got my aluminum pan. You know I love these aluminum pans. I'm gonna let it rest because it's a thicker piece of product. I'm gonna let it rest for about 15 minutes. And the beauty is, while this grill starts to die off, I can throw me some taco shells on there, give it a little color. I'm gonna fold it, give it a little color. You'll see when we come back. See you in about 15, 20 minutes. All right, we're wrapping this one up. So I want to go, especially because I recently had dental work and my stuff is a little tender. I want to go a lot finer of a meat cut. So I didn't slice it. I grinded it up because it's going to be better for me. I'm not going to struggle. So tri-tip is naturally a very tough piece of cut of meat. You have to really, really slow cook it. As you see, we went hot and fast. So we have everything we need. Let's bring you down. Oh, now up is down. I must have my remote control. Oh, I have. Yeah, I have. You didn't want to know. All right, let's bring you in. Ooh. Let's bring you out a little bit. Okay, so I have my tortillas lightly on the grill. So I got a little bit of fold in them, but they're going to stay like they are. I always go, I'm so routine. So here's our meat. As you see, I got a really fine mince on there. I'm going to go meat, product. And I'm not going to go too heavy. And then, as you see, I did add the cilantro. I did a little bit more in there, though. I know I should be using this. I know. But it's just me. It's all mine. So you should be glad I'm not even barehanded. Pico de gallo. I forgot something. I should have went on top of it. But the beauty is I love a lot of tomatoes. And I don't eat them raw. Never. But in my tacos, I love a lot of tomatoes. Now I did go the cheap way out, well, the quick way out. Let's close this up. I did go the quick way out. We'll call it the quick way. I bought a bag of lettuce, as you will see. I didn't feel like going in and shredding and all that. Sometimes you gotta ask you, is it gonna be more quality or more time? And I feel I didn't sacrifice much quality for my time. Now I'm gonna go a little more pico. A little sour cream. I do not go. I know people that will load it up. I don't go heavy sour cream. That's good enough for me. And I love this the Rojo sauce, the red sauce. I really like it. It's kind of hot, but it's not unbearable. All right, let's bring you up. Let's see how it goes. Let's bring you. If I could bring you in a little closer. That's good enough. All right. Hat off. Let's see what we got. That tri-tip is really good, especially because I grounded it up. But even better, that's a lot of flavor. That pico de gallo is really good. It gives it such a fresh spring. That's too damn close. Spring type effect. I really like it. A real good mix. I would use that. And tri-tip, it cost me about $12, so not that bad. It's a definite step up over hamburger meat. I prefer flank steak over it, but this is a definitely good substitute. I give it about an 8.5. Ladies and gentlemen, we do it all here. Good, bad, and indifferent. We do it all. But at SOS, we get it in. Invite somebody. Share it with somebody. Bring somebody in. Let's see if we can get to 50 subscribers. Let's see if we can get to 10 likes. 10 likes. That'd be good. Some comments. And then I'm going to talk about the comments on the next video. And you don't want to mix the next video. I'm doing something new here that hasn't been done. You've seen it on my shorts. But I'm going to take you into the LinkedIn one. I got my last piece of equipment I was waiting on to bring you in. Ladies and gentlemen, sports with a little sauce on the side.